Greetings and welcome to this week's Beating Heart Moment. I'm Fred Johnson. Happy to be with you again this week as we explore ways, creative ways that we can enhance our health and well being as we deepen into this journey of wanting to be all that we can be, wholly and completely healthy, well, on pathways towards healing and rejuvenation in this sometimes crazy world. Um, I love this flute. It was given to me by a very dear friend of mine, actually during a period of time when I had had some hip surgery and I was recuperating from hip surgery. And, one of the things when you have major surgery, oftentimes, is they're really concerned about your respiration and making sure that you're able to breathe fully. And they give you this kind of plastic mechanism to blow into. They're also concerned and want to make sure that you don't get pneumonia. So my dear friend Baba Abasi Oti came to visit me and brought me actually two flutes that I have just fallen in love with, and so I play them to honor this great First Nation tradition, because these are flutes that really come from the First Nation tradition. I play them to honor and also to help with my breathing and respiration. And I'm starting to learn how to play, and so it's a lot of fun. It's and exciting. And so one of the things that I want to encourage you to do is to start to take a look at some instruments that you might be interested in exploring. One, of course, being the drum, and I've spoken to you about that before, and also the flute. Flutes are really, really beautiful, and they really are a beautiful way to enrich and enhance your breath control and your breathing, put you more in touch with your breathing. And then, of course, the mastery of just creating pure tone is such an amazing and wonderful thing. So, if you're thinking about it, or if you're beginning to look at ways as we continue to talk more about creativity, music specifically, but all forms of creative expression, the flute is a really, really beautiful instrument to play. It's an extension of the breath. It really helps to support the breath. So you might want to explore that. So just a suggestion. In keeping with what we spoke about last week, where we introduced to our triangular journey of understanding how to use breath and thought and sound, and then combining now attention, intention, and monotonality. Um, I'm going to add another opportunity, another level to think about, and this one is inner, outer, and one. Okay? Inner, outer, and one. And we're going to utilize the first two layers of our triangle now. We're going to use breath and frequency and vibration of thought and frequency and vibration of sound. And we're going to use attention, and we're going to use intention, and we're going to use monotonality. Okay? Now we're adding inner, outer, and one. And inner, outer, and one specifically deals with creating attention and intention around both inward, our inward well being, connecting to the essence of our inward well being, and connecting to our outer well being and our outer connection, right? Sort of in the inner garden of our being, as you hear me talk about. So the inward frequency and vibration, the intentional or the thought vibration, and the frequency and vibration or tone that we're going to use to connect inner, outer, and one. The inner connection is to the heart, right? The heart center. And then from sort of our scientific connection, the vagus nerve, or creating that pure, beautiful inner vibration that creates a sense of calm to our body, helps to enrich and enhance the nitric oxide that our body so vitally needs, and it enriches our bodies so much. So So we're going to, so the inner connection is to the heart and sort of to the full measure of within the body. Question: what's the largest body part? Answer: the skin. So the outer connection is going to be to the skin, and we're also going to combine that with some sort of intentionality and focus on the, millions and millions and millions of cells that make up our body. So as we dial this down now, what we want to focus on this week is the warmth and frequency and vibration and connection that go moves through the inner our inner body within us, and specifically focusing on the heart. Okay. And also, we're going to create intention and acknowledgement and attention to our skin, the largest body part, and its essence, how it, keeps us all together. All right. So there's inner heart, outer skin, and then tonality wise, right? Tonality wise, the monotonality that will connect us to the skin, the monotonality that will connect us to the heart. So I've given you a lot here. So let's breathe into our beating heart, breath, and song of the breath journey, and then I will include these layers. And so I encourage you, if it feels right for you this week, to return here every day to this little meditative and tonality journey that I'm about to take you on. Okay. So make sure you're sitting comfortably, or if you want to lie down, you can do that as well. Just be in a comfortable space. If it feels right for you, close your eyes. And we begin our journey now. And the beginning of our journey is to really focus on the beating heart, acknowledging that rhythmic perfection that exists within us, that that heartbeat, that inner rhythm that loves us so much until it is there always, when we're awake, when we're asleep, through the full measure of our in this life journey. So acknowledging the perfection of the rhythm of the beating heart. So focus your attention on the beating heart, the acknowledgement of it, remembering that you don't always have to necessarily feel it. If it feels right to place your hand on your heart, that's wonderful. If it feels right to touch your pulse, that's great. But it also is fantastic to focus on the attention that the heart is there beating, guiding us moment to moment, coupled with then joining with the song of the breath, our breath breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. So allow yourself to settle in to this beautiful moment of the feeling of a inner symphony of a beating heart and the song of our breath, the melody of our breath. And allow yourself to be in that comfortable place, the acknowledgement of it, just being still and embracing it with the full measure of your being, just being comfortably connected to the beating heart and the song of the breath. Now place your attention, as you're feeling the beating heart, on your breath and your heart. So breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. And imagine that your attention now is on that inner journey of the beating heart and that inner space, the inner space of our inner beingness. As you breathe in and just allow yourself to your breath, exhale your breath through the heart like this. One more time. Breathe in. And one more time, this time with the mouth closed. Beautiful. Now just listen to the song of the breath and breathe and relax. So we focused our attention on the heart. We focused our intention or the frequency of the mind on feeling that connectedness, feeling that sense of inner peace, that sense of inner calm on the heart. And we've created the monotonality of or whatever pitch that feels right, that allows you or enables you to feel the frequency and vibration of your beautiful voice as you exhale through the heart. We'll do it one more time. So that's the inner journey. That's the inner component, right? So let that be the base of our triangle, of our connectedness to our triangle of wellness. Using all of those elements of attention, intention, and tonality. And now we focus on the outer journey. Okay. Again, recognizing the many, many cells and all of the components that make up the skin. And so we're going to focus our attention on our skin, on the full measure of our skin, just acknowledging it. So this is a beautiful, beautiful combined or melodic connection between the attention, focusing on our skin, and the intention to really connect to celebrate and send a loving vibration that connects the full measure of the beingness, of our skin. And the monotone or the single tone for this is very similar to the tone that we use when trying to or moving into intoning the second energy center, the second chakra. It's the and so, what I encourage you to do is to gently just kind of place your hands on your knees or on your legs. And again, focusing, this is the external or the outer journey, focusing the attention and deep appreciation for every cell, every component that makes up the largest body part, our skin. So our attention is on our skin. Our intention is to create a resonant frequency, a frequency that connects to and enlivens and celebrates and awakens the full measure of our skin. So attention, skin, intention to create harmony, resonance, feeling, a feeling of wellness, a feeling of wholeness in the skin. And the monotonality or the single tone is the Z tone. Now, just have fun with this. I can feel a couple of you going, oh gosh, am I going to be able to feel this? Am I going to? Don't wander into that space, right? That harmonic resonance between the beating heart and the song of the breath and the knowingness that the frequency and vibration of our voices really helps to connect to the full measure of our energy, okay? So attention, skin, intention to create that beautiful frequency and vibration and rattle that harmonizes and connects to and embellishes and enriches the wholeness, the wellness, the joy of our skin. Breath in. Breath. One more time, breath. Beautiful. Now breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. And breathe in through the nose and out with just an ah tone, just a sigh. Breathe in. Ah. And that's the oneness. That's the union point. Okay? So, an internal journey as we breathe into and through the heart, knowing that the vagus nerve is really connected. The frequency and vibration of our voice is bringing a sense of calm to us inwardly, celebrating and acknowledging outwardly the largest body part, our skin, feeling with an intentionality, a synergy, and a connectedness between our inner being and our outer being. And then that final sigh. You should be able to feel that move through your body. So the mystical journey, if you will, here is acknowledging and connecting inwardly, acknowledging and connecting outwardly, and inwardly and outwardly creating a sense of physical oneness. Okay? So we've got a lot here. If it feels right, go back through this and just write some things down. But what we're doing is we're building the sonic and vibrational layers, if you will, or levels to this beautiful triangle of well-being, right? The base, um, the breath. The breath is really the essence, right? The breath is at the base. Frequency and vibration of thought is the west wall. Frequency and vibration of tone is the east wall. At the base, the next layer, attention, really paying attention, listening to, focusing on, being one with how am I feeling, what's happening within me. So attention, west wall layer, attention, really focusing attention. I'm sorry, intention. Ah! Attention, breath, and attention. Intention on the west wall, the outer layer of the west wall is intention, and then the outer layer of the east wall is monotonality. This week, right, we're focusing on inner, outer, and one. The inner connection is breathing in to the heart, breathing into the heart, and breathing into the intention to really create a sense of calm, a sense of oneness, a sense of connectedness. All right. So, attention on the heart and the inner journey, intention to the desire to really, really create a sense of peace, a knowingness that the east wall, which is your tonality, creates that frequency and vibration inwardly. The outer journey, connecting attention to the skin, intention to celebrate, to send frequency and vibration through the full measure of the skin, acknowledging it, helping to invigorate it, helping to enliven it, helping to breathe a sense of joy and thanks into that largest body part, right? The skin. And then and creating that tonality which moves it through the body. Remember, gently place your hands, and you can place the palm of your hands on your thighs or right at your knees, and just have this knowingness that this beautiful vibration is moving through the body. And then that final breath, because of the first two layers of the connection and intentionality of the inward journey and the connection and tonality of the outer journey comes together and creates a unified sense of oneness. I know that's a lot, but just have fun with it this week, okay? All right, so we'll dial it down. Where am I putting my attention this week, okay? And what's my intention and what's the tone? All right, attention, intention, tonality, monotonality. Okay, does that make sense? All right, I hope so. I hope I didn't confuse you as we create these layers. So let me lovingly tone us out a little bit. As we breathe into this journey of the beating heart and the song of the breath, We breathe into the beauty and the whole rejuvenating essence of our beating heart, the gift of our breath, and the pure frequency and vibration of the sound of our voices. We focus our attention on our inner and outer being. We listen to our body, which will guide us into a knowingness of opportunity to enliven and enrich our health. And we align that attention with the intention to participate in this wholeness journey with the pure vibration of the sound of our voice. We create an enriched experience of moving towards health and wholeness. This week's journey, inner and outer, we bring together breath, thought, and sound to awaken and enliven inwardly through the pathway of sound with our hearts, to create a space of wholeness, a space of enlivened possibility. We acknowledge our largest body part, this amazing gift of the skin, and send breath intention and frequency throughout the measure of our body. Inwardly enlivened, outwardly enlivened, we breathe in the song of the breath and exhale. And in that perfect moment, we feel a sense of oneness inwardly, outwardly. Inner, outer oneness. A beautiful experiment. Journey with it. Have fun. Have fun. Have a good time with that. And just, give yourself permission to think about that. Wow, I focus inwardly. I focus on that which holds me together, my skin, right? I celebrate it in sound. I acknowledge it. I pay attention to it. I create an intention to participate in being whole and well, recognizing that the frequency and vibration of my thought is important, recognizing that the frequency and vibration of my voice and my tonality is important, recognizing that the frequency and journey of the breath is my life source, all brought together by the rhythm of the beating heart. Have a great week. I'll see you next week. Take care.